Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Last time, I spent a whole episode exploring the desert. I have now successfully explored all of the accessible areas in the desert. And near as I can tell, this is it. This is all the points of interest on this map. I mean, legitimately, unless other stuff starts popping out of the ground, this is just ridiculously barren. But that's okay, because Metroid's not really an open-world exploration game. I also went back to Fury Green, deposited some energy crystals, looked around for more missile expansions, and I found several, actually. So, my current missile maximum is all the way to 45. It also seems that once activated, these psychic platforms are just permanent. So that is honestly really good news. And today I'm going to be dedicating myself to the flare pool. I don't know what to expect, but I've been looking forward to going through this door for a while. Oh. Vehicle gate. Okay. Let's see, we've got some basic stuff. What do we have here? Okay. Opens and closes the main pipe's lava discharge valve to adjust the level of the lava lake and manage lava transport rates. Oh, are we actually going to have, like, the water dungeon here that looks like a spinner? This is a light delivery truck. Okay. Over here we have vehicle ramp that collapsed into the lava pool. Natural material erosion is presumably the cause. Looks like we got a door over here. Nope, that is sealed. Okay. Another delivery truck. Here's our big area. Oh, yeah. Hear that music? Ooh. Okay. Bridge constructed by Lemorne during the Machine Era. Used for material deliveries to the facility above the lava lake. Foundation and deck deployment can be initiated using kinetic energy from the viola. Ooh. Hello. Cool. Alright. That looked like it could potentially be Sylux at the controls. Alright. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, God, that's kind of terrifying to see in first person. That is rockfall. High-powered explosives will be required. So I'm assuming that doesn't just mean missiles. But always good to check. Okay. What is all this green? Okay. So, don't go there. Got it. Looks like this just goes back up around the side of the bridge. Is there any kind of path down here? Yeah, upgrade required to traverse lava. I kind of gathered that. So, what do we do here? Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I can only guess I'm supposed to go back. Maybe something will happen to open up the other path? Okay, yeah, it's a Cybot. Well, cool. I'm also assuming that as the game progresses, the desert will become more treacherous to traverse. So, if I'm right about that, it's a good thing that I am sort of getting this out of the way. Got the exploration out of the way now. Okay. Are these important scannables? Probably not, but always good to scan everything. A rail container. Okay. Cool. Is this a save room? Yes, it is. Perfect. I don't know why I'm doing that. This is going to refill my ammo and my energy. Cool. I don't know how long today's episode is going to be. I'm probably just going to go until I feel like I hit a like a kind of natural stopping point. Okay, we got a big old thing here. Waste materials. That is an effectively indestructible transport thing. Lemorn Plasma Torch cuts metal using high heat arc plasma used to slice waste materials into manageable slices. Oh, whoa, 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 buddy, buddy, buddy. Pyrmite. You'll approach intruders in its territories and trigger an explosion to repel them. Okay. Well, could you not? Bro, back off. Bruh. Could you not? Those explosions really hurt. Damn, you guys can tank explosions. Okay. Are we good? Lemorn Demolition Crane, equipped with a plasma torch. Yes. I gathered that much. I wonder if this plasma torch is how I'm going to get a fire weapon. Could be destroyed by a diffused oscillation blast wave of psychic energy. Is that a diffused oscillation blast wave of psychic energy? No. Okay. Looks like... Yes, I can get up here. There we go. Okay, I think this is how I get a fire gun. Hi. Okay, fire chip acquired. A chip made by Lemorn, a Galactic Federation engineer level 4 hire can modify this ship and integrate it into your suit. Okay. So that would probably be Mackenzie, right? An engineer. It doesn't really even say what his level is, but okay. This is interesting, though. This kind of suggests that I might potentially be able to do, like, a very slight path into the ice zone, and maybe get something that can be used. Maybe I can unlock, like, 2 beam weapons at once. I kind of like the idea of doing that. So I'm going to actually head to the ice area now. And see if I can't get an ice chip relatively quickly as well. I was initially planning for today to be the flare pool, but... Oh. Well, okay then. But, if we can just unlock, like, multiple weapons, that would be even better. The game did suggest that I was free to pick where to go to next. And both the volcano and the ice area were definitely accessible with my current upgrades. So I might just be able to go get them. I'm assuming that Mackenzie's going to chime in and be like, oh, hey, come see me. I really do not like having to travel back to Mackenzie to do this, though. No. Actually, I want to go to the ice area and see if it is possible for me to get an ice chip, maybe. I don't really know. In complete honesty, so far the game has done a pretty good job of having the areas be pretty differentiated from what I've seen. Like, the exact way that you get to them is a little different. Like, they're not all accessed while on a motorcycle. They don't all seem to be constructed in a way that you're going through them all, you know, consistently. Ow, that hurt. I wonder when we're going to be set upon by one of the wheelie boys. Perfect. If this is honestly all that's out here in the desert, like, if there's not, like, significantly more stuff to potentially unlock along the way, then I truly do not know why the desert area of this game even needed to exist. There we go. Like, it just seems to be a handful of moderately disconnected locations. Hello. Cool. Just take some psychic platforms up. I would just feel so good if I can manage to end this episode with a fire and ice weapon. Alright, let's roll. Maybe it'll work roughly the same way. Or, alternatively, maybe I'm gonna walk in here and basically find that I can do this whole area. And, like, maybe I'll only get an ice beam, like, at the end of it or something. Or maybe there's not even an ice beam here at all. I truly don't know. Doing good there, Samus? Yeah, you're doing good. I'm willing to bet it's probably going to be at least a little bit different. Like, I don't imagine I'm just going to have, like, somebody, oh. Airtight container installed with independent cooling systems preserving an organism at extremely low temperatures. Its circuitry is exposed. No. Okay, so we are basically just going to have this, huh? There we go. More missiles. So, presumptively, I need to get in there. A powerful impact will shatter it. Like that? Maintenance gate. Okay. So this side isn't working. So if that side isn't working... Oh, right, of course. I just need to hit it from the other side. There we go. Easy enough. Oh, you ass. Okay, so the spinner isn't working. Draws power from the linked spinner. Okay, so we have to have a spinner in order to access the ice chip. And this is just a save point. Okay. So, when the game told me I could go to either area, what it actually meant was, no, you can only go to the fire area. That is the next intended path, and you must take it. Which, again, I'm honestly fine with. That's how I usually prefer, like, my Metroid games, where, you know, maybe you can have some leeway, but for the most part, it's a linear exploration experience. Just with, like, a lot of side paths that you could go on. And this requires extreme heat to clear. Okay. Gotcha. So, the game providing me a way to access the ice mountain was actually completely unnecessary. There was nothing to be gained from going here. Well, I got one missile expansion. Okay, that actually, believe it or not, that actually makes me feel better about this game. I was genuinely concerned that if there were multiple areas accessible at once, that the traditional Metroid way of needing specific upgrades to access specific areas would kind of break down a bit. And that as a result, each area would kind of have to be, like, a little bit dumbed down, so that every area could basically be traversable with much more limited movement options. I'm actually glad to see that that is not the case, and that there actually is still an intended progression between the different zones. I feel good about that. I genuinely do. I think that that is the better design for a Metroid game. There will probably be those who disagree with that sentiment, but that's how I feel. However, with that being the case, I really don't think it should have let you go into the ice area at all. Like, you could have just had, like, a frozen door area before you're able to do all of that transport. I feel that that would have been a better way to lock off access. Okay. I think I missed some crystals. And I really don't want to be missing crystals. Especially since we are now aware that crystals may not resupply their energy. I'm still not entirely clear on if crystals absolutely never refresh or not. Possibly some of the ones near the larger outcroppings do, and others don't. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I think around these areas, the green energy might return to them. But I could be wrong. Honestly, if the only meaningful thing that can be found out in the wilderness is those green energy crystals and just that handful of shrines, I am really gonna just be confused as to why this desert exists at all. Oh, buzz off. Alright, so we are forced to return to Mackenzie so he can give me the fire. Maybe I can go a little bit further into the ice with the fire in order to access the ice. That would still let me access the upgrade relatively early. No, wait. No, because the fire got sealed off by an ice wall. Oh my god, I thought I was being clever and I'm not. The game's intended path is for you to get both the fire and the ice weapons early, isn't it? Oh, you sneaky bastard. I didn't even see that design until now, but it makes sense. The way back into fire was sealed by a lava fall, and you can probably use an ice weapon to freeze a lava fall to get in deeper. Of course. Alright, that makes sense. Cool. Alright. So I've basically re-explored the entire Fury Green. So all we really need to do is go to Mackenzie. Oh my god, and there's even a fire door. You bastards, there's a fire door right there. Ugh. I love when there's good level design. I love it. That actually makes me really happy.
Welcome
hey,
back,
bud.
Samus. Come on, show me what you found in Flare Pool.
Alright.
Alright, what do you got? It looks like a circuit, and it seems like there's a chip inside. Okay, let me analyze it. Lemorn Tech is really interesting. Oh, this is fascinating. I see. This program converts the energy that the device emits into thermal energy and highly amplifies it. If I tweak it and integrate it into your arm cannon, you should be able to use another new shot type.
Yes, I've already figured that out.
Ta-da! Give her a try.
Yeah, this is the sort of stuff that Samus's modular tech is supposed to just do automatically. Okay, consuming shot... Okay, so we have shot ammo. Gotcha.
You can now use the fire shot. You can high temperature, so I bet targets will burn or melt when they're shot. If you find anything else, bring it in to me. I'm dying to do more experiments.
Okay. No, wait, we still can't... Right, okay. So we can't just go get the ice weapon because we still need a spinner. And we don't have a spinner.
Burn it all down with fire shot.
So... if I had to throw out a wild guess, my wild guess would be that behind this door is an upgrade for the total amount of shot ammo. That way it would be able to quickly take you above the 30 that you're starting with, while also communicating, hey, this is another type of power-up you should look for. Oh. Okay, so it uses the missile button. Interesting. Oh, alright. Got it. Ring made of processed metals and then processed after a plant's leaf contour. Stand is installed to a rail and is movable only when the pressure plate at the center is in use. Okay. The element of fire burst forth into this world. It was the first element the Lemorn learned to control. You must know its origins to be its master. This is a door sealed with a lock unit. It's an electric lock. My name is Yvin, more than a Lemorn priest. I am one who freely commands the elements. Okay, so we found the avatar. If you have not yet mastered elemental power, come first to this place to learn and discover what the device has to teach. The one who wields well the power of elements shall explore to the ends of the world and deepen their knowledge of it. Okay. That is a cold unit. So I am assuming that we have to move this over. Okay, we can't keep moving it any further. So what does putting it here do? Oh. That exposes... a thing. A torch wick. Okay. Cool. So I'm guessing... I don't know what burning the torch wick did. Large gate barring access. Activation of a separate device will cause it to trigger... okay. Are we still trying to shoot this? No, continued shots don't do anything. But we can't move this. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, there's tracks. Got it. Okay, there's tracks. Alright, I see how this goes. Then we need to move on to the innermost track. And then we need to go past here in order to put this here and fire the shot. That activates all 3 of the fire targets. And that gives me access to shot expansion. Yep. Just like I predicted. This is hemispherical metal lid. It will activate once all 3 devices linked to it have been activated. Stone statue of a Morn priest. Its inscription reads, "When Hivin holds the 3 elements, the chosen one shall bear a new light of life." Okay. So we're going to have to come back here when we have lightning and frost locks, and we will unlock stuff by doing that. So at this point, the only other area that I know I can reach is back in the Snowy Mountain, where I know that I can melt the ice wall, but I don't have the ability to access the ice gun, presumptively, assuming I'm right, until I get the spinner. So, in all likelihood, I have to go through the ice area until I can find a spinner so that I can access the ice gun, and then the ice gun I can take into the lava area. And then if I had to throw out a wild guess, it would be that in the fire area, I will get a spider ball or spider ball equivalent, which will allow me to access the final area, and that will give me access to the 3rd key that I am missing, as well as lightning gun. So, I could be wrong, but that is my assumption for now. Okay. So now it's time to fight with a fire gun, huh? Oh. Okay, it's raining. Is this acid rain? Or is it mutating then? What's going on? Okay. I don't fully get what just happened. But it looks like the enemy's mutated. Green energy showers have strengthened this variant, altered its body markings, giving them a prominent green variant. Okay, alright. So, green energy is bad. Green energy is bad for the environment and it hurts animals. I'm glad that we have established this rule. Just so we are completely clear. Woohoo! Alright. Can we scan them? Yes. A bird with a hammer-like head shape with protrusions on either side. Okay, so we found some pterodactyls. That's good. The Ladder of Thought Shrine. Honestly, instead of opening up more stuff on the overworld, let's just keep on focus for now. And see if we can't get lucky enough to access an ice gun. Or whatever the hell else might be here. So, are the green energy variants unique? Sylux forces do not have much there. Let's see. Yeah, this is the this is the Shren. That is the Sand Shren. Alright. Yeah. Yes, it is very important that we have 2 loading zones before we reach the ice. Green energy showers. Interesting. Alright. Well, let's see how far we can explore in the ice area. Okay. Hello. Oh, that is effective. Nice. An off-grid LED guide light. Okay. Uh-huh. Cargo platform. Cryopod appears to have been abandoned. Its cooling system lost power and failed. So we have seen the flare pool, and now we have seen the ice belt. Alright, no Viola here. I'm going to assume that something is going to pop out and try to attack me here. Scout bots. An electric shock will reactivate it. Okay. Yeah, this looks like an arena. Okay, it's doggos. Cool. Keep focus. There we go. That's 3 more down. I'm assuming that this is a gauntlet. Oh, right. I should probably scan these. Snow Wolf. Okay. How dare you, you little bastard. Hello. 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 I'm just gonna keep shooting until I'm out of my ammo. Hello. 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 Ah. Ow. Alright. Alright, missile launcher. Nope. Okay. Alright, I'm assuming that's ammo. Yes. God damn it. What the hell am I supposed to do with my limited ammo supply? Okay, so I died to the wolves. So I'd say I killed probably more than 40 of them. So apparently killing 40 fucking wolves is not the solution to this problem. Okay. Can we hit the ones outside? No, we can't. Still. It looks like just regular missiles don't really do anything either. Okay. Is the idea to hit the ones in the swarm with my psychic beam? No. Okay. They are so damn strong. Okay. What the hell? What is it that I'm doing wrong? Or am I doing everything correct and I just haven't killed enough of them yet? Okay. It's not a particularly interesting fight, if I'm being honest. Come on. God damn. The missiles do not fire fast enough to do this. What the actual hell? What the fuck? Okay, what am I missing? Okay, no, the fight is actually just that much bullshit. That sucks. That is not a fun fight. That is not an interesting fight. It could last half that long, and it would be fine. That is fucking bullshit. Quite frankly, the fact that I'm down to 1 energy kind of makes me think that the entire point of it was to just damage me without killing me. And I really hope that's just a coincidence, because that was dog shit. Okay, large elevator for wheeled vehicles. Cool. Yeah, that just sucked. I think that fight's only purpose was to waste as many of my resources as possible. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Offline and locked. Okay, maintenance drones. This is offline. That is a laboratory door. That is an electric lock. Cool.
All clear. I never thought I'd meet the legendary bounty hunters.
Howdy, bro.
In a place like this, Corporal Rieger Tokabi Fed Sniper, Herc Unit Delta. It's good to finally cross paths with you, but tell me, where are we? We were deep in gunfire. I lost visuals, then woke with a busted comms unit and a leg to match. Now, I tried to access this terminal, but the only thing I could get operational was the gun. That's it. Then I see this here. What do you make of it?
Looks like the spinner icon. Hologram interactivity initialized.
Oh, you were able to activate this. A map of the facility. But it's corrupted. Ah, you want to go there. In that case, this elevator is the only way down. But the power's offline. One moment. There. That must be the generator room. I think we can bring it back to life.
Alright.
Alright, you have the map. I'm no good with this leg, so I'll have to keep an eye on you from here. Luck be with you.
Alright, works for me. Alright, so our goal is to reach that power generator. Got it. Let's scan the gun. Stowable rotating beam turret. Fires up to 6,000 rounds per minute. Uses nuclear fusion to generate piercing energy rounds.
That is one powerful turret.
Transport tube. Cool. Alright.
I'll keep an eye on things from here.
So... Alright, we opened up this path. This... I assume I just bomb it? Cool. More cargo pods. Oh. Cryopods. Hello, little guys. Snow roaches. Okay. Body will explode on contact. Ah, yes, of course. So that must mean it's locked. That's blocked by heat. Oh! Okay, like shriek bats. God damn. Alright, well, I'll just have to be faster getting those. Excuse me, gentlemen. And you are... Ice is thickened over time. Cool. Okay, let's scan. God fucking damn it. I absolutely hate it when enemies are designed to not give you enough time to scan them. Okay. So, how are we doing? Where was the generator? Ah, there it is. Okay. So we still need to get... we still need to get lower. Okay. Doesn't seem to be accessible. Door can only be opened from the other side. Currently locked. Controls can only be accessed from the other side. Okay. Another security door. What on earth is this thing? Psychic lock unit. These locks can be released using collected TK codes? What, telekinesis codes? Currently offline. Linked activation unit is nearby. Data diary day 1 endeavor. Okay. Interesting. So they had a laboratory out here in the ice. Interesting.
Samus, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Patched into the facility speakers. I can use them to communicate. I noticed that several rooms were unlocked at once. That was you, wasn't it? Nice. Proceed with caution. You never know what's lurking.
All too true. Let's check this room first. Okay, we've got more cryopods. More things. More cryopods. This looks like a room for... yeah, equipment maintenance. Okay. Anything else of note here? Doesn't look like it. It sure is a good thing that that motorcycle of mine is usable by a creature with fewer limbs than the Lemorn have. If those things were made to be operated with 4 arms, we'd be in trouble. No abnormal cell mutation or multiplication. Research sample containing a TK code. What the hell? Okay. Okay. I love 3D perspective puzzles. Okay. Interesting. We will take a look at the logs once I am done here in this lab area. Okay. But this is covered with a lasso lock. DNA sequencer. And this is tunnel. Connects to tracking operations across. There we go. So this probably lets me circle around to the other room. Nice. And that gives me another log. Day 21, gifts. What on earth? Okay, psychic container. Allowing them to be pulled down, so that's a lasso. Okay, that's a lasso. Oh, we're about to actually get the lasso. Okay. Nice. Oh, hell yeah, new power. The psychic lasso. Ooh, all right. Interesting. All right, psychic lasso. While using ZL, use left stick to pull. Okay. So, for instance, okay, we attach, and then we pull. And other things to pull here include this, like that, and this, which we attach like that. That opens up the bomb slot. It looks like we already have a way out of this room, so I'm going to assume that this probably leads to a power-up? Hold on. Okay. Are there any other points that need to be pulled down? Doesn't look like it. Let me in. Ooh, shot expansion. Alright, that's pretty sweet. That is very useful to have. And then I did find a log in every room I checked so far... So, I wonder if there was a log in here that I didn't notice. Let's see. These are lasso locks. Okay. And lasso locks. And lasso locks. This is simple vial containing a TK code. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got a TK code fragment. Doesn't look like anything else is in this room. Did we only need the 2 TK codes, or are we still looking for more? Let's see. This is physical force required. So that's lasso, yank, lasso, yank. This looks like a spinner, maybe? Organism laboratory hardware data download authorized. Okay. Even more map filled in. Uh-huh. Okay. So you guys are here so that we can access ammo. Which lets me get a missile expansion. Okay, was there anything in this room that needed to be lassoed? No. Let's check the other 2 rooms just to make sure that there isn't anything else that needed to be lassoed before we move on. That looks fine. And this... doesn't look like there's anything here that needs to be lassoed either. So hopefully the 2 code fragments we found are enough to open this door. Looks like it. Oh, wait, whoops. Okay. So we have to make a pattern that doesn't cross the line. So if I had to guess... No? Okay, do we actually have the full pattern and the whole point was just to stop when we were done? Okay, yes. That's a decent security measure.
Keep it up.
Oh, hello. Alright, light maintenance tank. Cool. And where there's one, there will be more. But I want to read the logbook right now. Endeavor. My name is Targun, and I am a researcher at this facility. I am writing this to have a record of my experiments. When the great tragedy occurred, many fled the danger within the research center. However, at the guidance of Priest Satoya, a few of us stayed in order to perform analysis of and experiments on Griever anatomy. Our hope is to reverse the transformation by administering a solution of processed green energy to subjects brought to the facility. I want to believe we can succeed. Okay, so something was turning Lemorn into Grievers. I'd wondered that since the anatomy seems similar. And they wanted to fix the problem with green energy. Gifts. Priest Chitoya wants to install something in this room. Apparently it will be a gift to the one who will become our savior at some point in the future. But do we not need a savior right now? If our efforts are not the priority, then do the Lemorn have a future? All we can do now is continue the experiments and believe that we will see results. I pray for the day when I can leave this dark, freezing lab and walk under the sun again. Alright, so dude just showed up with the psychic lasso and said, hey, we're putting this here so that deep in the future someone will be able to save us. That's pretty depressing. Security. Cryopods containing subjects are arriving at the lab almost daily. The pods put them into cold hibernation and maintain minimal life functions. Operation of the cooling equipment has been deemed absolutely essential, so the system has been designed to continue functioning even if the entire facility were to fall into low power mode. Similarly, thorough inspection and repair of cryopods is one of our highest priority tasks. Okay, interesting. Very interesting indeed. Oh. Stupid messages. Alright. I would really like being able to hit a save point soon. Alright, we got targets. Hello. 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 There we go. Just what I was hoping for. A nice save point. Okay. Alright, well, honestly, this episode went in a very different direction than I had anticipated. But I like it. Things are going along pretty well. And I think we just need to keep pressing on. But I'm afraid that's going to have to wait until the next one.